By the time I got to her, she was blue, not breathing, just a tiny little body. It turned out to be a little girl.
The distraught mother is on the shore.
Not long after that, she just sort of flattened out and was underwater. And she was just like 5 or 6 metres from me underwater.
A mother and daughter alert Reidy to a man in serious trouble.
Do you reckon it's like a heart attack, Mum?
Yeah, any pain in your arm or anything? Okay, all right, I might pop you in the bike here and we're going to take you up to the tower, is that all right?
George, a 71-year-old local, has a history of serious heart trouble. But before he gets to the tower, he collapses.
George, can you hear me, George?
Yeah, Bonnie, he just collapsed. We've got him on oxygen now, barely conscious.
Does he take any medication?
Yes, what does he take? What's that for? His heart. So he's got heart problems. To go under.
Deep breath.
Lifeguards learn George has already had multiple heart bypasses.
George, we're going to lay you on this bed, all right, mate? Make our job a lot easier.
George's blood oxygen saturation levels are dangerously low.
He needs that oxygen on. You need that oxygen on, George.
Okay, we're going to get you checked out by a paramedic.
An ambulance is on its way, but George won't even accept oxygen therapy.
6 years ago, I have operation, heart operation.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Open heart operation, and they put it 6 bypass.
72 male, collapsed, difficulty breathing, heart medication.
As well as being a lifeguard, Bobby works as a paramedic.
I was going to say you're in good hands, but now this bloke's turned up. There's trouble.
Did you have pain in your chest today at all?
Not today.
You can only do what you can do. He desperately doesn't want to go to hospital. I don't know if they can force him.
You're not going to hospital? No. Even don't think about it.
Keep still for a second.
Because I'm okay now. I feel okay. Even
George is known as Yuri in Russian.
everything is perfect, I told you.
How do you feel, darling? Is he okay? Is he his normal self?
Not really.
Not really?
He always pretend to be good.
Oh,
Don't complain. Why you complain?
Not even Yuri's wife can convince him to go to hospital.
Well, Yuri, it's my advice that you do get checked out by a doctor at least. I'd like to take you to hospital. If you don't want to come, I can't make you go.
No, don't. I'm going to buy doctor.
I'm going to call doctor straight away.
Good girl. Good girl.
No worries. All right, no.
It's okay.
That's it.
That's
Can I go
it?
home?
That's pretty much
Thank
it.
you very much. Thanks a lot.
No, one more sip of water before you go.
It's not vodka, I don't drink.
Ah.
Thank you very much. Bye. It is scary. So what now is okay? What can I say? I want to go home.
But just moments after George leaves, lifeguards are called back.
Sorry, we're going to have to bring George back in through here. He's about to collapse again.
Who's the same guy?
Yeah, George, he's just out there.
George has collapsed a third time.
All right, 1, 2, let's down, straight down. Nice and cool here.
No, don't give me a chair.
Looks like you're not having an option today, George.
Yuri?
You're going with him.
It's okay.
No, darling, I know you're okay, but there's obviously a problem here. We can't leave you, okay?
Like it or not, George is going to hospital. Bondi is one of the great fun parks. All natural and all free. And on show today is the world's biggest aerial surfing competition, the Boost Air Show. Over coming days, the world's hottest surfers will pull out all stops, competing for a $25,000 prize. As well as attracting the world's hottest surfers, Bondi is a magnet for the worst.
Oh, you're joking.
But living the surfing dream has its risks.
Just cut her leg open. It's really deep.
Yeah, got a major fin chop down at Backpackers.
The injury sounds so serious, Azza immediately calls paramedics.
It's real bad, Tez, so maybe want to call an ambo straight away. Fin chop inside the leg. What happened? Someone else's board or your own board?
My own, because I lost one of my friends, so it must be my own one.
Caroline is 23, a backpacker from Sweden. She isn't aware how serious the wound is.
Do I need to go to hospital?
Yeah, you'll probably go to the hospital. You need a couple of stitches, but it's in a good spot.
Mouse checks for tendon or nerve damage.
Just move your toes a bit for me. You can feel all that all right? Yeah. Caroline, wiggle your toes. That's good. That's great.
I heard a girl screaming right next to me. I'd seen her wipe out on her board, but I didn't know what was wrong with her. She stood up holding her face. I thought she'd been stung by a jelly or something, and I looked at her leg and it was like wide open. And so I pulled her in.
No, I just looked down and then I started screaming, not because of the pain, just because it looked so freaky.
Yeah, that's all right. Bake's done a really good job.
It's only the third time Caroline has been surfing at Bondi.
Do you want to come over, Harries? Back it up and we'll just lift her straight up onto the back of the rhino.
Despite the serious injury, Caroline shows no signs of shock.
Right, what's your back of your leg? Yeah. All right, do you want to stay with it, mate?
Sweet. She's as good as gold.
Yeah, she's sweet. Mate, I've seen guys carrying a lot of work with smaller cuts.
Yeah. Can I be a real surfer now when I had a fin cut?
That's it. Done it. Tick that box.
Yeah.
Late on the scene, Harries wants the gory details. Reassuring the patient is basic first aid.
Easily the biggest fin chop I've seen.
Great.
Sometimes forgotten.
I went on a surf trip last week for a week and so this is the first time since I came back I've tried to surf in Bondi.
So what is under there?
She's got a good size cut.
Yeah,
Just
like how
side.
long do you think it is? That long?
Yeah,
that
maybe
wide as well? Like it's open right up?
It's quite more of it's a long cut, but it's more of a chunk. Sorry.
Okay.
The wound will require serious surgery.
Do you think you can wriggle over onto here? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
With Caroline in safe hands, Mouse does some forensic investigation.
As you can see, she snapped the fin out in her leg. That's been broken off. Look how solid they are. That's gone straight through her leg and snapped off. It's probably still in there.
Caroline's board will be looked after until she's released from hospital.
You spent some time on the front line.
The Boost Air Show has attracted thousands more visitors to Bondi. Lifeguards are on edge. Bacon herds swimmers out of danger.
Head in, mate. This is not a swimming area. Head across for us, mate. Okay, back to shore.
A teenage boy needs to be rescued.
Thank you. Please come again.
But minutes later, he's back in the very same rip.
Hey, guys. I don't know how many times we have to say it today. Don't swim here, please.
He's dead sick, kidding himself, isn't he?
Go!
The boy is a poor swimmer. Despite disregarding directions, Bacon must pick him up again.
Hell, mate, if you come out in the water again, I'll kick you off this beach, eh?
Lifeguards suspect the boy and his mates are crying wolf.
If you're looking for a ride on the jet ski, we're not going to pick you up. It's not cool, mate. Don't swim here, mate. It's not safe. After the first time, kind of pointed out the dangers and stuff like that, and he did it again, so.
Just 10 minutes later, the same boy is back a third time in the same rip.
Look who it is again in this rip. Seriously, buddy, I'll call the police if you keep doing this. Get the hell in here. I told you to swim in the red and yellow flag. Swim in now.
Maybe we should just get the police down here for these two for the third time.
Don't give up, mate. I'm not saving you anymore.
Lifeguards face a dilemma. Should they teach the boy a lesson and refuse to pick him up? Bacon has no option but to pick the boy up a third time.
Just think someone could be dying right now while I'm rescuing you because you didn't listen.
Crying wolf is no harmless prank.
Kids like that, I understand, they want to have a go on the jet ski and make it a play, but what they don't understand is it's such an important bit of rescue equipment for us, and while we might be giving them a lift in and they're having fun, other people on the beach can be drowning.
Where are you from? I know he's from Australia. What suburb?
Oh, Boston. I was annoying him because I couldn't get back. It was too hard.
The boys disappear into the crowd, but it's not the last lifeguards will see of them. Brad Mallion has served as a lifeguard for 10 years.
All fun and games.
But his love for the beach also expresses itself in other ways.
Outside of lifeguarding, I have a massive passion for photography.
Both jobs complement each other. Being a lifeguard has opened so many doors for me, especially with the community.
Brad uploads images of Bondi life to his website, Frothers.
It covers everything from surfing to sunrises to sunsets. It's just documenting what happens around the beaches in Bondi and the eastern suburbs. Being down here at Bondi, I always manage to get a few good shots of surfing, but when you've got the big boys in town, there's nothing like it. It's amazing stuff.
The final of the Boost Surf competition is underway. The world's best aerial surfers battle it out for the $25,000 prize. Hoppo's more concerned about what happens to the thousands in the crowd.
As soon as that finishes, all the people are going to go straight into this rip, which is pretty bad at the moment. It's going to cause a mayhem.
When the hooter sounds, 26-year-old Queenslander Josh Kerr emerges victorious. As the crowd drifts into the water, lifeguards step up patrols. A boy struggles in Backpackers Rip.
Look who it is again in this rip.
Same guys from yesterday.
You take one or two guys away who are looking after those idiots, and before you know it, you've got me in here and then one other person on the beach.
Hey mate, it's not funny, eh? Just come straight in.
You think you're better than everyone else on the beach here, don't you?
Lifeguards decide the message needs to be driven home, loud and clear.
Sit down, put your socks down, look at me while I'm talking to you so I know you understand what I'm saying.
How often do you come to the beach? A lot. So you're born in Australia?
Yeah.
So you know about the red and yellow flags as well?
There is none.
There is none?
Yeah, but it's down the end of the beach.
Let's see, I can
down
see
that
two
way,
sets just from here. You're an Aussie, so you know that when you come to the beach, you swim between the flags because that's the safest place. If you were genuinely in trouble, as you're saying, then you should be swimming between the flags, not in the middle of a rip. Grab your shoes, leave the beach.
Like I said, mate, they've got a lot of people to look after down here. They don't need to waste their time.
No, but I was
on
being
people
serious. I
silly.
couldn't even catch a jet ski.
The boys could be charged for disrupting emergency services.
Those kids just thought it was a big joke, you know. I think swimming in rips and taking our concentration off the beach. You know, look how many people, it's 5:30 in the afternoon, look how many people we've got to still look after. Done rescue after rescue today, and the fact that we have to spend 5 minutes on those kids, you know, should be at home doing their homework Sunday night.
Four days earlier, beginner surfer Caroline suffered a gouging fin chop. Today, she's back to collect her surfboard.
How you feeling? Yeah, I'm good now. Had to have surgery and stay 2 nights at hospital.
How many stitches?
I'm not sure actually.
20, you reckon?
Probably, yeah, it's quite big.
20 stitches for sure.
Quite a good cut.
Then, a small token of gratitude.
God, you know to get to a lifeguard's heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nah, you're the best. Be able to take our shirts off eating these.
Thunder clouds following me around for a couple of days now.
Bondi's lifeguards also patrol nearby Tamarama and Bronte beaches. Although less crowded, the two smaller beaches are notoriously dangerous.
Bronte picks up heaps of swell, picks up a south swell, an east swell and a northeast swell. And on a northeast swell, all the water from Tamara and Bronte comes into Bronte and gets pushed out the permanent rip at Bronte. We call that the Chloe Express because the rip literally is so strong it goes almost around to Clovelly.
It's a quiet weekday morning in late summer. At Bronte, freelance photographer Fergus Woolveridge shoots images of everyday life at the beach. He's about to witness one of the most confronting rescues lifeguards have ever conducted. Suddenly, there's a radio call to the Bondi Tower. A 2-year-old girl has drowned at Bronte.
They're doing CPR, 2-year-old. Get down there. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Did you get that? Yeah, copy, Harries. We've got an ambulance way now, mate.
2-year-old. Do we need someone over there?
What's the 2-year-old doing in the water?
Oh, mate, someone's...
I'll go with the trap. You want to go?
Just a tiny little body, just behind the breakers. It turned out to be a little girl. Just as I saw her, she was trying, still going for it, up and down, head bobbing under the water. But not long after that, she just sort of flattened out and was underwater. And she was just like 5 or 6 metres from me underwater. It was heavy. By the time I got to her, she was blue, not breathing.
The distraught mother is on the shore. Mouse performs CPR on the girl's tiny body.
Yeah, I gave her two breaths. She just went from being blue and doing nothing to a little cough and a little like eye flicker, and then she started crying, and then Sammy started crying, and then we just had like a little hug, and then we had to get her in.
Meanwhile, the girl's father is also rescued. He was close to drowning himself.
Great life.
She awake?
Yeah, make sure she's awake. Keep her awake, okay? Yeah, okay, let's keep walking up to the car. Where's your husband? So someone should be probably looking at him because he's taking some water too.
The tiny girl's name is Noah Kim. Her family are on holidays from Korea. Father June was underwater when he was rescued.
Your daughter should be okay? But you need to make sure someone looks at you and listens to your chest.
How long was she unconscious? Mate, who knows? Maybe 3 minutes.
That was insane. I'm paddling out, I can see her body in the water, just her body, and I got hit by a wave, lost my board, and she's like 5 metres from me.
Mate, and
then H-Man just threw me his board, and I was just yelling at these surfers.
And then once she came good and she vomited and that, we knew she was okay. I've turned around and the other surfers, the local Bronny guys, just had this other guy just holding him up. He was just like out as well, and I was just thinking, what's going on here,
Noah will spend 2 days in intensive care at Sydney Children's Hospital.
This is how quick this stuff happens, you you can't tell people enough that, you lose your feet, you're gone within seconds, Hits home with me because I've got a 2-year-old, so, it's just that thought of not being able to get her back.
These guys did an amazing job. That definitely defies odds being a lifeguard. Just watching Mouse resus a 2-year-old child.
Unbelievable. I was just lucky Bobby was here too.
I gave him a little spank on the bum. Very naughty boy.
A family lesson.
You can't swim, don't go in the water.
Jesse in hot water.
Tell you to go in the shore, you're not allowed to swim here.
Surfing is driving over the top of you.
And just when you think you've seen it all.
I've never seen anything like this in my life, and it would have to happen at Bondi.
Sun's out, surf's up. On days like this, Bondi is a honeypot.
When the sun's out and the surf's up, it's got this magnetic allure down here. It's magic.
Millions swarm to Bondi every year.
We just arrived in Sydney like 2 days ago.
But Bondi has a sting in its tail. Every year, over 12,000 people are saved from rips across Australia. 3,000 are saved at Bondi alone by lifeguards and volunteer lifesavers.
The Whippet Backpakers is pretty strong and no different all the rips. Most of the rips right along the beach are pretty strong.
Kobe and Deano watch on as swimmers completely disregard a dangerous current sign.
Just this area here, there's not a real defined rip. It's just kind of pulling out off it's pretty shallow and then it just drops off deep and you get these like flash rips. You don't really know where they're going to pop up.
It's got to happen soon.
Only metres from shore, a father and his 2 children lose their footing. Suddenly, they're dragged out of the current. None can swim. Desperate to keep his children afloat, the father is going under.
Shouldn't be out here if you can't swim. If you can't swim, don't go in the water. You'll drown your own kids here.
Dad was like fully under. I've gone to try and get him and his head butted at the bottom of the board and I couldn't. Oh, another like 10 seconds.
Mate, guys, don't go in the water if you can't swim, okay? Out of the water.
Why would you even go in the water if you can't float? Like, seriously? It's like trying to fly when you know you can't. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost committing suicide.
I'm sorry, I don't know English.
非常的恐怖。
非常的恐怖。
Yeah.
What's the first thing I said to him when I got out to him? I said, what are you trying to do? Drown your own kids, you know? Like,
这很危险。哎呀，谢谢。
A near drowning was not on this Chinese family's itinerary.
I've only got to stuff up once and they could lose their life.
At Southend, a woman is sucked out in a fierce current.
South corner.
Oh, he's gone.
2 men go to help. Then one decides to turn back. Suddenly, all 3 are at risk of drowning.
Yeah, he tried to help.
Harries and Gonzo head out. A surfer keeps 2 afloat as Harries arrives. Gonzo collects the 3rd.
Yeah, he's actually got 2. He's got one on the back of his board.
The Dutch tourist risked his life for a complete stranger.
I just saw a girl waving her hands and I just swam out there. You know, I could just heard screaming help, so I said to another guy, come on, let's swim out. And he stopped halfway.
It's amazing how quick things happen at Bondi, and we get down the southern end of the beach and you're out there pulling her in and then, hey, you're helping the bloke that's trying to help her. I said, you all right? And he said, yeah, I'm helping her. But he couldn't get in.
French backpacker Florin has only just arrived in Sydney.
And at the time I just panicked and I was very scared because I can't do anything, I can't swim anymore and I really need somebody.
If you haven't got a flotation device, it can be extremely dangerous. If someone climbs up over the top of you and you're not an exceptionally good swimmer, you could be a fatality yourself.
I was at the beginning quite afraid about animals, shark and all, and now I'm also afraid about the sea.
Rips, or dangerous currents, are a hidden danger. Many beachgoers have no idea how to identify them, unless this happens.
Right here. The great thing with the dye is it'll go wherever the water goes.
Commonly known as Dr. Rip, Dr. Rob Brander knows the deadly secrets of a rip better than anyone.
It'll start off slow and then it'll disperse and then the rip will grab it. It should go out and around and come back in. And if the dye lasts long enough, you might even see it start to go out again. And what you should notice when it goes offshore is that they actually are pretty narrow, you know, like 10, 20 meters wide.
Instead of dispersing randomly, the dye is swept out to sea. In minutes, the dye travels hundreds of meters.
The rips are there to take all that water coming in back offshore.
The more people learn and understand that, the safer everything will be.
Yeah, absolutely.
To help identify rips, lifeguards place clear warning signs. But many people pay scant attention.
If you had a look before you jumped in the water, there's a dangerous current sign right in front of you. Hey! Attention boys, just have a look where you're swimming, boys, straight in front of a dangerous current sign.
Terry decides to stage a simple experiment.
What we've come up with is a sticker that reads the first 5 people to read this sticker and approach the lifeguard will win $20. And what we're going to do is place it right out in the open, down on Backpackers Rip, right on the prominent part of the sign. We're not going to try and stick it inside or, make it a little hard. We're going to make it real easy, put it right out there, And the biggest talking point in the tower is actually how long will it take for the jackpot to go out?
And so the experiment begins.
How's the water? Beautiful. This current's not too strong? Not too bad? So of late, we've had a lot of rescues right in front of the dangerous current signs and right in, obviously, very dangerous areas to swim. You do really need to watch the currents here. And did you wonder where to swim or did you just follow people in?
Well, I was a bit upset about
The signage? Well, I don't believe it. I don't think I've ever seen anyone stop, read it, point, and then walk away from a reward. I mean, what do we got to do?
While many don't bother reading, some have trouble even listening.
Back between the red yellow flags for me.
Low tide and solid swell. With 2 rips running, Jesse shuttles scores of swimmers back to safety between the flags. But more people keep straying into the rip. He asks a man to move out of the rip for the second time.
Hey mate, you might be a good swimmer, but look how many people there is. Like, huh? You might be a good swimmer, there's just that many people.
Good swimmer or not, just being there encourages other people to swim in the dangerous current.
Just go over. I told you over here to go in the flags. How many times do you need to be told? I can tell you to go in the shore. You're not allowed to swim here.
Yeah, Bondi jetski to Central. Oh, yeah, Jeff? That bloke, I've told him about 300 times to come in. Jesse, I reckon forget about him, matey. I don't think it's really a worry.
A short time later, the man arrives at the tower.
Surfing is straight over the top of me. And when I duck for a while, I come up, I then get a mouthful of his just wash. So sorry if there was soldiers on the other half, it wasn't annoying.
I'm so sorry, and mate, thank you so much for coming up.
We do get a lot of difficult customers and, you know, we've such a big crowd, 35 to 40,000 people down on the beach. It's inevitable that things like this are going to happen. You know, I backed Jess. I did apologise to the guy.
So what happened, Jess?
Well, I was over near the flags, you know, and then he was swimming by himself. And I go, look, mate, you can swim decent, you know. Look, there's thousands of people in the water. I can't keep dealing with you. Help us out, you know. We're here, you know, been on the jet ski for the last 4 hours. Good swimmers should always lead by example. I knew Jess was doing his best out there. He's pulled in probably 30 or 40 people alone in the last hour. Gonzo's, you know, he's not working today, he's out there having a paddle. You know, he's backed Jess 100%. He said the guy's an absolute nightmare.
On days like this, you know, it's really hard. There's so many people on the beach and he's taking up his time trying to get that guy out of the water. And he was just being a pain in the arse.
I've still got probably 6,000 people out there in the water that I've got to watch. So they're my priority right now, not him.
All sorts are attracted to the Bondi honeypot. First-time surfers come to chase a simple dream, to stand up on a surfboard. Today, a couple try to crack a wave for the very first time.
That's how you paddle sometimes,
I like going around on a merry-go-round. Frustrating to watch.
Just goes back in again.
Then the man pulls a manoeuvre even Kelly Slater would be proud of.
He's going to stand up. No way. He's gone from not even being able to paddle to dead set being standing up.
He may have stood up, but he and his girlfriend both need rescuing.
Yeah, he's putting his hand up. Misha's going out now.
So we are quite lucky to have the lifeguards with us to save us in, yeah.
With just one wave to his name, suddenly the boyfriend is a surfing master.
She couldn't even get on the board. She was like...
Thank goodness, finally someone came to my rescue. If not, I would be stuck in the ocean.
Knowing your limits can save your life. A simple swim for some can be courting death for others. An Indian tourist is in trouble. Dunstan and Harries stage a double rescue.
His Indian mate, he's gone to help him, which is, you know, it's a hero act actually. He's, you know, because he could hardly swim himself, he gets rescued.
It's a run-of-the-mill rescue. But Harries is about to give the man an unconventional lesson.
He was nervous when I got to him too. I spanked him on the bum. Could be a good boy.
The mistake this man made was try to stage a rescue without being able to swim himself.
No, actually, apparently I saw this guy drowning over there, so I went on to catch him. And in the meantime, I lost my breath.
Oh, you a naughty boy. What did I do to you? I gave him a little spank on the bum. See, very naughty boy. He'll never do it again.
Anyone swimming on this sandbank, just come back to the beach, use the red and yellow flags.
Terry continues his experiment. Do beachgoers actually read the dangerous current signs?
Offering money is a powerful thing. Offering money in conjunction with signage, it's got to be a great incentive.
The prize has now been unclaimed for 4 days.
Yeah, I think it'll go off today. The sign's been enlarged by at least 2 or 3 times.
Bondi has plenty of hungry backpackers who could probably do with some spare cash.
Do you ever notice the signs on the beach? The dangerous current signs?
Yeah.
You do?
Terry's message goes unread as swimmers swarm into the water.
How you going, mate? How are you today?
Yeah.
Good?
An hour later, and Terry's hopes are fading.
I look at this all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I just ignore it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
Breaking my heart.
I might need to go down and tell someone on the beach to get it.
Just wondering if people are reading the signs today.
I don't think so.
I don't think they are either.
Terry tries some gentle prompting.
Just wondering if you're aware where you should swim. Just wondered if you've seen the signs.
I just saw you put that one up.
Yeah, dangerous current signs, you know. Hello. I gotcha. How are you?
Great.
That's good.
Eventually, the penny drops.
Yeah, it says the first 5 people to read this sticker and approach lifeguards will win $20.
Really?
We went up to where the 2 flags were to swim, and then as we were coming back, noticed that if you read the sign, you won $20.
Finally, the money begins to flow.
Cheers, guys.
I read the dangerous current sign and I got $20.
But as a swimmer emerges from a dangerous current, clearly Terry's work is far from complete.
How are you?
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I did a thing. I'm back.
What's a thing?
A lap.
A lap? Do you know what these signs are?
Of course.
What are they?
Forget it.
What's that?
I did a lap. I'm a good swimmer.
Come and have a closer look at it.
The first 5 people to read this sticker and approach lifeguards will win, whatever that means.
Well, read it. Tell me to read it word for word.
Well, the first 5 people to read this sticker and approach lifeguards will win $20. What does that mean?
Well, what do you think? Take a wild guess what you think that might mean.
Have no idea.
As much as this was a gag in a way, literally hundreds, if not thousands, of swimmers are going straight in, ignoring this sign behind me and going straight in the water. And unfortunately, some of them come close to drowning, and unfortunately, occasionally, they drown.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you $20.
Thank you.
And wish you well.
Thank you.
But the serious message is the rips are dangerous.
Mate, we've just had a report that there's a beehive on the back of the car. I don't really know what to make of it, but there's a storm on the horizon, and apparently there's some bees causing some trouble up here in the car park. I've never seen anything like this in my life, and it would have to happen when I'm at work at the beach at Bondi. It'd be a good 1,000 bees. Looks like a beehive just on the back of this bike that's on the back of the car.
I'm not going near the bees. You can go near the bees if he wants to.
Common sense flies out the window as Reidy turns wildlife photographer. But the bees are on the main road out of Bondi. Thousands of bees and thousands of people. It's an ugly mix.
Just be careful, there's a lot of bees there.
Do you want to go round the cars? There's a big beehive here. Sorry, guys. Can I just get you guys to go through the car park? Just watch the cars, but there's just a beehive here.
Stay safe, boys, all right? Storms, there's lightning, there's bees, there's rips. It's just hyper dangerous this afternoon at Bondi. Please take care.
I think there must be something. There's like a backpack strapped to the front of the bike. So I'm thinking there must be something that's attracting the bees inside the backpack.
Righto, stand by. I'll get some expert advice.
Terry consults with Bondi vet Chris Brown.
Got Brownie on the line.
You said they're swarming around there attached to a car or something?
Well, actually, it's like a backpack. Maybe they got honey in the backpack or something. But it has to be seen to be believed. Are they attacking people or are they more concerned with what's in the backpack?
I think he's saying that they are really wanting something to do with the backpack, but when every now and then they flare up and kind of get aggro.
Well, the only way you can deal with that is either with smoke, to sort of calm them down, or you need some sort of protective suit to get in there.
What they haven't deterred is bizarre puns.
Well, we were hoping that the storm would deter the bees. It's not having much of an impact at the moment. I think the bees might be stinging in their own.
Finally, the car's owner.
Is that your car? What? The one with the bike on it? It's your car?
Yeah, it's your problem.
Yeah, have you seen the beehive you've got on the back of it?
You're kidding.
Mate, you've got a massive beehive on the back of it.
Bloody hell!
Yeah. Can you just grab something out of the backpack for us?
I don't believe.
The owner takes flight.
I want to see what the bees do when he drives off.
I want to be in the car when it happens.
Reidy decides to ride shotgun.
Ready when you are.
Okay, let's go for it.
Oh, they're not moving.
Driving on the car park now, there's a couple of thousand bees.
Then they approach the first speed hump.
Oh no.
Thought they were going to stay on the bike all the way along, and he went over the first speed hump and they just fell off like a big clump of dirt. They're still all over the ground there.
Never a dull moment at this joint, ever.
We've been mass murder by that Mercedes-Benz mass murder.
What's that? Mass murder in the car park at Bondi.
After months of rain, the sun makes a bold appearance. It's the first hot Saturday of the summer holidays. What beachgoers aren't expecting are 5 dangerous rips spread across a kilometre of beach.
Crowds just tripled and the conditions are just deteriorated. The rips are really starting to pull with the outgoing tide.
It's shaping up as the most dangerous day of the new season. The first real test for lifeguards. With so many swimmers in the water, lifeguards launch their most valuable asset. Fast, powerful and highly manoeuvrable, jet skis have proved the ultimate surf rescue device. One after another, Hazza scoops up swimmers from the rips. By midday, he's rescued 40 people. But there's a limit to how many the jet ski can handle. Head lifeguard Hoppo has plenty on his mind.
99% of the time we're in control down here at Bondi, but today's conditions are just so bad. If anyone's going to drown, today is that day.
2 p.m. Thousands more have flocked to sun-drenched Bondi. The tide is dead low. The rips, dead dangerous.
quick sticks. There's 3 guys going. Go, Azza. Azza's getting there, but he'll have 4 on there because there's 3 going.
Multiple rescues take place across different rips. Among the victims is Swedish backpacker Alvin.
Quick, jump on.
But as quickly as one swimmer is rescued, others get into strife.
Is that you, Hoppo? Just keep her on those 2 girls.
As Hoppo monitors the rip at South Bondi, 300 metres north, Backpackers Rip is unattended. 3 swimmers are in dire trouble. Hoppo realises the notorious rip is unpatrolled.
That's all right, it's all right. It's okay at the moment, but when Az drops his bloke... Oh, there's a couple out the back.
Lifeguards must scramble.
Quick sticks, there's 3 guys going. Backpackers, now.
3 swimmers are going under near the shore. Another 2 further out. Azza floors the jet ski, with Alvin still on board. The swell and surge make pickups difficult. He rescues Kyle, a Chinese student, then reverses to collect his friend. But another swimmer is drowning 10 metres away. The rescued girl falls off. As Azza returns to get her, he loses Kyle.
I'm going to get out there, right?
Oh, it's going under the girl at the back. You fell off.
It takes valuable time to get the girl back on the jet ski. Now it's Kyle who's again drowning. A nearby surfer could lend assistance, but fails to notice. Kyle gets a foot on the sandbank, only to be swept back into deep water.
2 guys in close. Yeah, Hoppo, we need you back at Backpackers, mate.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Hey!
Moments from drowning, Kyle grabs Alvin's leg. Ignorant of the danger, more swimmers head into the rip.
The jet ski's got about 5 on there now. We're not going to be able to save everybody.
Stability on the jet ski is precarious. Then, one more swimmer struggles to get on board.
Can you get up on? Get up on. Up on here.
Hoppo heads out to alleviate the crisis. But it's too late. The jet ski has been swamped by rescue victims. Worse off is Chinese student Kyle. He's helped onto Chapo's board by a volunteer lifesaver. The jet ski is back in action. But Kyle has a new problem. The rescue has torn his shorts off. Hoppo heads out to rescue 2 swimmers still caught in Backpackers Rip. Azza rescues Kyle's dignity. But Kyle has got more serious concerns.
My friends! Oh! No! Where's my friends?
Find your friends, okay? Your friends are alive. That was interesting. Had a nude man on my board.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure, mate. It's why we do it for. Oh, yeah. For nice people like you. He's a lucky boy. He's a lucky boy. And thank you for being so thankful. I know, it's all right.
Oh, mate, there was people like drowning left, right and centre, and I didn't know who to go to. There was just people everywhere. There's people in the nude and everything. It was like, I had a person face down. I couldn't get to them. I reckon, like, there must have been like 20 people, about 10 minutes, all at once.
Kyle's dramas aren't over yet.
Is he okay now?
He's okay.
Any water? Did you swallow any water?
Yeah, he drank a lot of water.
If Kyle has taken in water, he could be in serious trouble.
No, we're gonna do that. I have a headache now.
Okay, I reckon maybe an ambo.
Kyle is in danger of secondary drowning. Water on the lungs can kill, even hours or days later.
Yeah, look at his mouth. Yeah, I'm going to get him an ambo. He's got a headache and he's tired, and they said he swallowed a bit of water.
As Kyle is taken to the tower, his condition worsens.
Yeah, oxygen. Come on. Yeah, through here, come on. This is some oxygen. There you go, deep breaths and just relax.
Kyle's first swim at Bondi nearly cost him his life. But he is not aware of the danger he still faces.
I don't have need to go to hospital.
You don't want to go to hospital now?
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Because you're underwater for a long time. You nearly drowned.
He has to go to hospital because there's been stories like, no, he's not okay. Through my experience, he's not okay. And we've had people die 10 days later.
We need to take you to hospital. It's not negotiable.
You see my friend's life. He's a good man. He's a good man.
Yeah, if he wasn't in such a bad way, I would have thought it was comical. But he saw his life flash before his eyes, so I was kind of quite sympathetic with him, and he didn't even know he was nude.
Kyle will undergo tests and a night of observation. Lifeguards barely made it through the first big day of summer. Now, they brace for the biggest event of the year. Christmas Day, and the guest list is expected to run to 40,000. Many will be backpackers a long way from home.
This is a drone to Deano.
Harries wants to make it a special day.
Go through the lifeguards. I never thought I'd say it, but I think I've grown and I'm looking more like my twin brother, Kerbox.
No reindeers or sleighs for this Santa.
Well, there he is, look, Santa.
Oh, he fully got a wave in. It's the biggest wave I've ever seen on its catch. Easy. Yeah, 1 foot, mate.
Well, the crowd's mayhem. There's kids everywhere. Merry Christmas, everyone!
While beachgoers prepare for a day of fun, lifeguards prepare for the consequences.
To prepare for a day like Christmas Day is pretty much all the training goes in early stage in the summer when they come in back to work in September. And then when it comes to Christmas Day, it's like we've built up the whole season like a footy season, and that becomes like our grand final day. And you know, everyone sort of needs to be ready and needs to peak for that time.
Crowds arrive en masse, including thousands attending a dance party behind the beach. The first emergency isn't in the water. A German girl has fainted outside the dance party. Deano attends.
Do you know how to say it? I don't know, it's like walking past.
Reidy, essentially stays unconscious.
Oh, yeah?
Just
Then, a second collapse.
I'll take the oxy.
Now 2 of Bondi's 7 lifeguards are off the beach.
Young guys come to the tower and told us someone's been put in the recovery position. The worst thing about that is you don't know what's wrong. You know, she could be unconscious, could be dead, could be drug overdose.
I just had too much water. You were nice to go. I didn't get near that. I just sleep a little bit.
Yeah, Nick's had a couple of too many drinks in the sun. I might stay with you for a sec.
Yatesy needs to work out if the girl needs an ambulance.
I think you should probably just go with him just for half an hour.
She and her friends are worried about another problem.
I really don't want to go anyway. I just want to lie here.
She's worried because in case her parents find out.
She's comfortable. She just had too much to drink, you know?
Heat and alcohol can cause severe dehydration. But with the radio running hot, Yatesy needs to get back to the tower.
She was comfortable, so I thought we'd leave her there and just come back and check on her every couple of minutes.
You're not allowed to drink on the beach, right?
Drunk revelers and strong rips make a dangerous combination down on the beach.
When Mouse goes down, I'll be the only one in Central. What should I tell them next time they come?
No, mate, we can't deal with it. They're just got to call the ambos.
They got the event for Christmas Day for all the backpackers. You know, people have been drunk in that as well, and we've had to say that we can't do that. It's just too busy. We need to look after the water. That's our priority. They need to deal with that with their own event, and I think a lot of them are now starting to wander down from there and want to have a swim. It's such a nice day. The water's warm, and we've just got people really. It could go at any stage, I think.
Deano's German backpacker is coming too, not making much sense.
What? I'm trying to help you. I'm not going to wait for you. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Yes. Where's your friend? Harry? It's okay. She's conscious, but she's off her head. Okay, have you just been drinking today? I don't know, but you had anything else? No, just a little game. Just a little game? Okay.
Okay, we got an ammo on the way, matey.
We're just going to try and get you some help. We're going to try and find your friends as well. You're not okay.
Finally, her boyfriend arrives to help her, and the ambulance is cancelled.
I'll get you some sunscreen.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, bro.
Meanwhile, the party crowd are dropping their guard and putting themselves at risk.
Get out of the water if you're drinking. Look, I've got too many people to worry about. If you're trying getting in the middle of that rip, you could drown easily.
The tide's starting to really come in. You get all these people, they're all getting confident standing on this sandbank, and a few bigger sets will come in and wash them all straight off into the rip. And like that many people going in the rip at once will be like chaotic for us, like really dangerous.
By 4 p.m, lifeguards have conducted 50 rescues. Again, the jet ski handles the lion's share.
My son.
Alright, just put it out. 13-year-old girl.
I had a report of a daughter and her mother was swimming with her 2 daughters, Asian, and they've been in here and they've been getting told to move out of the rip, and she's run off, the mother with the young daughter, and left the 13-year-old. Now, the 13-year-old's now missing, so it's a bit of a worry. They said she could sort of swim, but it's a little bit of a worry that she was last seen in the water.
Desperate to find her daughter, the mother risks her own safety in a rip.
Is that the mum?
You're going to get yourself in trouble. Here. Come on. Yeah, we'll find her. Come on.
After 10 long minutes,
Sick. Whereabouts are you, Hop? I found her up here near Backpackers.
We have her. Come on.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Alright? Where did you go?
It's alright, it's alright. It's alright.
Thank you very much.
It's alright. it's stressful, but you've got to sort of stay as calm as you can, and because the parents are frantic, she was going to jump in the rip trying to find her daughter. You could really see on her face the stress, how stressed she was. It's a good feeling that we haven't lost anyone, and it's a great outcome for the family.
She made me very nervous. So thank you very much, and thank you them.
Thanks, boys. That was a bit stressful, but happy ending.
By 5 p.m, Christmas mayhem peaks.
Right, but I've lost all my friends.
Did you say nude one, Nick?
But help is at hand.
Need a hand, just give me a shout, yeah?
Oh, yeah, mate, yeah, beautiful. How about you go and do the rescue for me?
Yeah.
You might be up next.
Just let me know and I'll go.
I like your dress.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's Christmas Day, yeah.
While there's fun on the sand, the situation is far more serious in the water. Five women are caught in a rip.
Barnes, if you want to get back to third round for Hoppo.
The jet ski backs up Hoppo.
You come here.
The jet ski shuttles the women to shore.
Hang on. Okay, we're going to jump on the back of this one, okay, or two. Here we go.
Having to jet ski, it's so handy, man.
After being used non-stop all day,
You cannot swim. You can't swim? Yeah, that is very deep. Yes. The man helped us, so we alive.
Oh, we're very lucky.
safety on Bondi is severely compromised, and there's no shortage of potential victims. Hoppo makes a drastic decision to evacuate the water at South Bondi.
I'm back on radio. Just going to try and clear these guys third ramp. Copy, Hoppo. Good job out.
Thousands are herded out of danger.
My God, no more swimming down in centre of the beach. No? At least we got a smaller amount of area to control, you know. It was just getting a bit out of hand. We had too many people in too many areas and too many rips and not enough lifeguards. Hate to lose someone on Christmas Day.
It's such a relief now, eh? It's such a relief. Just looking there instead of there and there. He's right. It's a good call.
For lifeguards, it's been a Christmas day without family, but not without friends.
It's funny, I think all the years I always end up on the pack up with the ACL Christmas Day for some reason. I don't know why it happens, but it just seems to happen.
I didn't see Dunstan for like 3 hours, and at one stage he came down to like take over from where I was. Like, oh mate, like Merry Christmas, you know, we gave each other a hug.
And Christmas dinner? What else but a turkey pizza?